Hello, welcome to our daily bulletin and following at the headlines.
Vietnam Coast Guard celebrates 17th founding anniversary. Revolutionary press publications objects on display in Hanoi. Vu Lan Festival, a Vietnamese cultural beauty.
The Vietnam Coast Guard held a ceremony to celebrate its 17th founding anniversary in Hanoi on August 28. President Trương Tấn Sang attended the event.
The Coast Guard Force was established to strengthen state management in protecting national sovereignty, sovereign and jurisdiction rights, as well as maintain security and safety at sea and on the continental shelf. Over the past 17 years, the force has comprehensively developed and ensured adequate conditions to manage and protect the sea, while meeting the requirement for patrol, control and management of the exclusive economic zone and the continental shelf. Addressing the function, President Sang asked the force to thoroughly actualize the party and state's stance on dealing with disputes at sea, especially policies and strategies to protect national sovereignty over sea, islands and continental shelf, maintain peace and stability at sea and in island areas, and strengthen solidarity and friendship with regional countries.
The force should do its best to contribute to protecting national sovereignty while maintaining an environment of peace, stability and safety at sea, thus creating favorable conditions for national construction and development.
Nhất là chủ trương, đối sách bảo vệ toàn vẹn chủ quyền biển đảo, thềm lục địa của Tổ quốc.
On the occasion, President Sang presented the title Hero of the People's Armed Force in a new area to the force.
Within the framework of her visit to Japan, Vietnamese National Assembly Vice Chairwoman Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân had a working session with Minister of Health, Labour and Welfare Yasuhisa Shiozaki.
At the meeting, Minister Shiozaki expressed his wish to work with Vietnam on all of the country's proposals, adding that his ministry also desires to contribute to the development of the bilateral relations. Ngân noted with pleasure that the Vietnam-Japan relationship has developed fruitfully in all realms. He took this occasion to thank the Japanese government and the ministry for their close collaboration with Vietnam in the reception of Vietnamese apprentices. Earlier, Vice Chairwoman Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân attended a workshop which discussed Vietnam's economic development and personnel training. Speaking at the event, the National Assembly leader said Vietnam has prioritized human resource development as the country expects to become a modern industrialized nation by 2020. Ngân appreciated the efforts of the International Human Resources Development Organization (IM) Japan to assist Vietnam in fundraising for the implementation of a chain project for impoverished youth. She also expressed her hope for its continued cooperation with Vietnam in such programs. The workshop was co-hosted by the Vietnamese Ministry of Labour, Invalids and Social Affairs and IM Japan.
General Secretary of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee Nguyễn Trọng Kim hosted a reception for Mary Ann Glendon, Commissioner of the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom in Hanoi on August 28.
The host provided the guests with information on religious activities in Vietnam. He highlighted religion's contributions to education, healthcare, vocational training, HIV/AIDS prevention, and environmental protection in Vietnam. He told his guests that there are more than 22.1 million religious followers in Vietnam, who has 14 Orthodox religions. Commissioner Mary Ann Glendon said she hopes the visit would bring Vietnam and the U.S. opportunities to better their understanding and become partners in the field.
More than 18,200 inmates serving jail terms and eligible for amnesty, according to state law, are set to be freed ahead of their scheduled release dates.
This is part of the President's decision on amnesty, on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the August Revolution and National Day. Under this decision, 241 others whose sentences have been delayed or suspended will be pardoned. The decision will take effect on August 31st, ensuring publicity, transparency, equality, and democracy. 34 inmates of 7 foreign nationalities are eligible for the President's 2015 amnesty decision, including 6 from Laos, 1 from Cambodia, 1 from Thailand, 2 from Australia, 16 from China, 6 from Malaysia, and 2 from the Philippines.
Many French and Vietnamese language press dispatches in the period of resistance war against the French are displayed at an exhibition beginning in Hanoi on August 28. Let's take a look.
Besides the publications, the exhibition also displays tools used to print newspapers collected from revolutionary bases in the northern provinces of Thái Nguyên and Cao Bằng. The exhibition shows visitors the difficulty and hardship of page makers in the past, and the sacrifice of journalists, war correspondents, and the people who conceived and protected the editorial officers. The visitors will be provided with a perspective on the history of the Vietnamese revolutionary newspaper in a period which took place in difficulty but glory. The exhibition also introduces articles of famous communist leaderships of Vietnam, including President Ho Chi Minh and General Võ Nguyên Giáp. The exhibition will run permanently at the Vietnam National Museum of History.
Vietnamese Deputy Minister of Information and Communications Nguyễn Thành Hưng is leading a delegation to attend the Kuala Lumpur Converge Exhibition 2015 and related events. Vietnam News Agency's correspondents report from Malaysia.
Opened on August 27th, the 3-day exhibition attracted telecommunications and information technology groups from ASEAN countries and their dialogue partners, including China, Japan, and the Republic of Korea. On display are more than 100 booths showcasing an array of products and services related to communications and multimedia, television, music, amongst others. Vietnam's participating units help promote the country's image and its people in the eyes of international friends, while showcasing the achievements they have reached during their establishment and development. The Vietnam News Agency introduced to visitors a variety of information products in different languages, released by its subordinate units, including the Vietnam News newspaper, the e-newspaper Vietnam Plus, the VNA television channel.
Vietnam Airlines announced its plan to increase the transport capacity to meet the demand of passengers during the National Day holiday.
According to the plan, Vietnam Airlines will add 95 one-way flights from August 29th to September 3rd, equal to 7,800 seats on 7 routes. Routes with added flights run from Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City to coastal localities of Quang Binh, Da Nang, Nha Trang, and Phu Quoc. On the same day, the airline also announced the resumption of flights to and from Pleiku City in Gia Lai Province, with 1 flight each day from Ho Chi Minh City from September 1st to 14th. In related news, Vietjet Air, Vietnam's largest private airline, also announced its promotion program, with 400,000 tickets priced at 0 Vietnam dong. Special ticket fares are applicable for all domestic flights from September 1st to December 31st, and international flights to Seoul, Yangon, Singapore, and Bangkok from September 1st to March 3rd, 2016.
The Vietnam Railways Corporation said it will officially launch e-ticket and e-receipt systems in September.
Travelers are able to complete online bookings and select types of tickets, seats, and schedules for all trains. They can also make online payments, get e-receipts, and print the tickets out themselves without having to go to the stations. This is part of the sector's effort to facilitate railway transport, which is set to account for up to 4% of total passenger demand and up to 5% of overall freight demand. under adjustments to a master plan on railway development through 2020 with a vision towards 2030, which was approved by the Prime Minister recently. Long-distance and heavy transport, as well as railway system connectivity with major seaports, industrial zones and shared border nations are considered key priorities. In addition to upgrading current infrastructure, new high-speed railways will be built.
Over 140 foreign and domestic enterprises are showcasing their products at the second Vietnam International Supporting Industries exhibition in Ho Chi Minh City. More details coming up next. On display at 220 booths are natural fibers, chemicals, electronic spare parts and mechanical components, among others. The 4-day exhibition offers a chance for the enterprises to popularize their latest products and become a supplier for Vietnamese projects. The event also encourages domestic businesses to invest in advanced technology to generate high-quality products, while increasing competitive capacity to increase export and attract foreign investors. The expo has become an attractive destination for businesses, serving as a promotion channel to foster the consumption of domestic support products. The Buddhist festival of Vu Lan, which falls on the 7th full moon of the lunar calendar, has been exceedingly popular in Vietnam for many years. This is when people express their gratitude and love towards their mothers. These days, the holiday has gone beyond the religious meaning and has become something like a Vietnamese version of Mother's Day. The festival originates from the story of one of Buddha's 10 great students who enlisted to help the Buddhist monks to save his mother's soul. A number of people flock to pagodas, where people whose mothers are still alive wear red roses. Those whose mothers are deceased wear white roses. The rose is a symbol of love and sharing between parents and their children, which is a reminder to people not to forget their parents, but to be dutiful and respect them. The festival, with its special meaning, is in line with Vietnam's tradition of worshipping ancestors, and filial piety has now become part of Vietnamese people's cultural lives. When most Vietnamese people are celebrating the Vu Lan festival, the Tay and Nung ethnic groups in northern mountainous province of Cao Bằng are also playing their traditional Pay Thai festival to honor their parents' love and sacrifices. The annual festival, which takes place on the 2nd and 15th day of the 1st and 7th lunar months, is an opportunity for family relatives to reunite and enjoy traditional local dishes together. Tay and Nung ethnic women and their husbands bring gifts to their mothers, including ducks, a mascot for Tay and Nung ethnic minorities, and 10 Pay Thai gai cakes, glutinous rice cakes dyed black and wrapped in leaves.
When the Pay Thai festival comes, daughters and sons-in-law bring a couple of ducks as gifts to their parents in recognition in their upbringing.
Early in the morning, the sons have to prepare a meal for worshipping. The ritual must be done by men. On this occasion, the Nung people often wear their traditional indigo clothes to show their respect to their ancestors. And thus has come to an end of our program. Thank you for watching and see you next time.